You have done the ultrasound scan and the report is showing that you have a gestational sac without an embryo. You've done the ultrasound scan and the report is showing that you have a gestational sac without an embryo. In this video, we are going to discuss what it means to have a gestational sac without an embryo. Why is it called a blighted ovum? Why is it called an embryonic pregnancy? So when we take a look at this image, you realize that this round structure is what we call the embryo. And then when we take a closer look, we shall realize that the gestational sac is at 7 weeks and 6 days. Now, when we are talking about an embryonic pregnancy or a blighted ovum, this is when the pregnancy forms. The pregnancy forms the gestational sac, or the sac where the baby or the fetus is supposed to grow from, forms, but inside nothing goes in. We call it an embryonic pregnancy or a pregnancy without an embryo. Normally, the diagnosis is made at least from 6 to 7 weeks. And then, of course, if you proceed and you repeat the ultrasound scan at 8 weeks and still there's no growth taking place inside, then we say this is an embryonic pregnancy. It is so common nowadays that you'll do an ultrasound scan and the results may not be really very visible, but in this particular case, when we take a closer look, ideally at 7 weeks and 6 days, there should be growth taking place inside here. We call it a fetal pole. It should be inside there, but in an embryonic pregnancy, normally there's nothing inside. It's just a big gestational sac, and when your doctor measures it from this distance, from this point up to this point, just a close measurement like this, you realize that the measurements give readings of a pregnancy which is at 7 weeks and specifically 6 days or even 8 weeks, but when there's no live embryo. So how is this really detected? You simply have to go to your doctor who will request or who will do a pelvic ultrasound scan on you, and then the results will show that there's no growth taking place. How is the management of a blighted ovum? How is it managed? How is it treated in hospital? Normally, we use what we call watch and wait. We wait for it to actually miscarry itself, but if at all the pregnancy does not miscarry, then stimulation may be made with some medications in hospital, and then also some special procedures can be done. Some special procedures can be done. For example, the D and C, that is the dilatation and curettage, can be done to help you, go through this phase. It's really a depressing stage, so we always advise that you should always do a pelvic ultrasound scan. You should always consult your doctor. Gerald Massa, the health educator, is the name of the channel. Let me answer all your questions down below in the comments. If you have done an ultrasound scan and you would like to find out what is really happening, you should reach me on my WhatsApp. It is +256 701 797876. Thank you and have yourself a fantastic and healthy day. Bye-bye.